Hey guys, Uncle Ray. Welcome to another episode of the Crypto Bellwether. Most of you don't know this, but when I first started trading crypto, I went down the rabbit hole for hours and hours and hours. I'm talking about like 1,000 hours. And I came across the POKADOT ecosystem and it really got me excited. I liked their founders, their roadmap. I liked everything about them. Plus, they were one of the leading interoperability crypto blockchains out there. And I think that's the future and it's hugely important. And then I uncovered what parachain auctions were and how all that worked. And I'm not going to get into that, but I decided that that's going to be one of my strong points, knowing everything that I can know and understanding all the opportunities in the Polkadot ecosystem. And I've been doing pretty well since. Now, that being said, this is one of the up and coming layer ones parachain uh, winners from the Polkadot ecosystem, and it's called Astar, and it trades ASTR. Now we're going to look at the chart, and then I'm going to show you roughly what they do, and then I'm going to tell you about the big announcement that if you're like me, it's going to make you want to stack your bags. That's what I'm going to be doing, but this is not financial advice. This is just financial opinion. Now, before we get into it, please hit that like button, hit the notification bell so you can subscribe and not miss any of these videos. So let's get into it. Guys, a lot of people look at a chart like this and they don't like anything about it. I like charts. The uglier, the better, especially in a very good fundamental blockchain, which is pretty much all I trade. If it doesn't have really strong utility and have solved a problem, and I don't think it's going to be around 10, 20 years, I don't want anything to do with it. And the reason being, you don't have conviction. And when the going gets rough and you go into a bear market or you get some really bad news or the economy goes down, you're going to run for the hills or you're going to buy more. Well, almost every position I've ever put on, I'm ready to buy more. And this one, I'm just getting started. Now, when you look at the chart, this thing's been up to about, 16, 17 cents. Right now, it has dropped to a dime. Now, in my opinion, if this thing would have came out when Bitcoin was in a bull market or was rallying, it is in a bull market, but when it was really going up and being aggressive and not going down to sideways like it's been going since the first of the year, this thing would have came out and maybe hit 30, 40, 50 cents. Who knows? But one of my favorite things about it is when they come out and they spike and they have real utility, I want to watch them, and normally they'll spike again and then they'll trade sideways and sit there for a while until Bitcoin starts running again. And that's what I like to watch for. Now, that's exactly where this parachain auction winner is. It hasn't experienced a alt run or Bitcoin in a big rally. And I truly believe when Bitcoin turns around and starts to take out its old high and starts running to 100K, this thing's going to be changing gears when it takes out its old high, and it could 10x, 50x, it could even 100x. I'm not just saying that, that's my conviction. Now, for me, if it ever spikes a huge amount, yes, I may take some profits. But I'm thinking long term. Just keep stacking the bags, keep stacking the bags. Now, that's my opinion, not financial advice. So anyway, guys, I want to give you the news that just came out. That if it doesn't excite you, I don't know what will. But this news just was announced. Astar incubation program, and it's sponsored by Microsoft. Basically, Microsoft is going to come in kind of like a mentor with money and say, hey, let's get these young entrepreneur developers, Let's get them in the program. Let's get them in the system. Let's tell them what we need and kind of guide them. So think about it, guys. You've got, in my opinion, one of the strongest ecosystems with Polkadot, and Microsoft teamed up with, the ecosystem of Polkadot. So that tells you that one of the biggest corporations in the world, actually, I think they are the biggest, has chosen Astar with Polkadot. Guys, I can't be more excited, especially when you're buying the thing at a dime. Now, again, not financial advice, but I would have to think that if you go down the rabbit hole, you'd be excited and you might want to at least start looking to put a little bit of money that you feel comfortable in, because the risk reward, in my opinion, is extreme. Because the one thing I love about the parachain auctions is they kind of get pre-qualified to the hilt, because they got to go through a lot of different, jump through a lot of hoops to win the auction. And that's why I picked Polkadot ecosystem, because they're already qualified. You don't have to worry about the who, what, when, and how. They've already been pre-qualified to the best of the ability. So I love that. And then what you see is that when they come out, they're real strong, and just like everything, people take a huge amount of profit, so it dumps. And that's been my technique, to jump in after people get out and take their profits. And that's what I'm looking to do with Astar. But guys, take a look at it. I really think if you do your homework, you'll be glad you watched this video. That's all I got for you. If you haven't subscribed, do so and hit that like button. Take care.